It's the Morning Brew with friends. We got a great show today. We got a packed house with our old friends from Bernco County here this morning, including the sheriff, and then we have Yvette Tovar of the New Mexico Water Collaborative with artist Andrew Fernside. Director of Bocon is here this morning. Eric Lair and Juan H. Spa of the Rotary Club are telling us about some of their awesome stuff. And our friend Aaron Bent is back, all in the Morning Brew. Come on over, guys. Right, it's good to see you guys.
Good seeing you, man.
Yeah, I know you heard just like last week,
yeah,
right? You're becoming regulars on the
yeah.
show. I would love to have you guys be super regulars. Every week, come on in.
Well, we appreciate you.
Hang out every morning. If you want to wake up
you.
at 5 and be here every day.
It's rough. He gets up early to go work out. He's already worked out.
He's already worked out?
Yeah.
What time do you wake up?
I wake up at 4:30.
Oh my gosh. I thought we woke up early here.
What time do you get
About 5. Yeah. I thought we woke up early, but 4:30 is just nuts.
Wow.
Yes.
Every day.
First things first, we got this is Bernco on the Brew, and we have our awesome graphic for you guys. How great is that?
Oh, nice.
We love that. And you guys are here talking about some of the stuff. I love this. Community policing is back.
Yes.
And we were talking earlier. This was one of those, it was kind of a buzzword. It was kind of a thing. Back in the 90s, we heard a lot about the idea of community policing. And then I stopped hearing about it. And now it's kind of coming back, right?
Well, it's always been in existence. The only difference is that we feel that it should be spread throughout the whole department, from all the way from the civilian staff to the sworn staff.
Well, what does that mean?
That means everybody should have the idea, the philosophy, the evaluations, the performances should all be based about servicing the community.
But when you say servicing the community, is that like, I think of community policing as the old school officer walking the beat kind of idea. You know, the guy who you could call and he would drive and just do the check up and down your street kind of thing.
Yes,
right?
well, there's two different types of policing. You can centralize your resources, and they have been over the last few years in the downtown area, but what we're doing is decentralizing and getting back into the community. So therefore, we have more officers actually out in the field dealing with the citizens.
People who know the neighborhoods a little bit better, right?
Absolutely, and they get an opportunity to know the officer better.
That's cool. That's
Yes.
cool. So why did that go away? What happened?
I don't know. I think sometimes because specialization, you know, you have these different units like
SWAT teams,
special
K9 teams.
exactly, the
yeah.
helicopter units, those type of things. But it all makes sense. But the thing is just to get them out into the community, get them to know the citizens again.
So can I have like my community SWAT team?
If you want them down here next week,
Yeah, but actually, if they'd let me try on some of the gear, that'd be fun.
you can do a show on them.
That'd
They'd
be
probably
awesome.
be honored. Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yes.
So you guys are trying to do outreach, letting people know about this. So what kinds of what will we see on the ground?
Tomorrow, one of the things you'll see is we're going to have an event where the citizens, some of the neighborhood associations, some of the other community stakeholders, or any citizen can go down to one of the local fire stations. So we're collaborating with the firefighters to hold an event where they can come out, get to know the deputies. They get an opportunity to know what they do, whether it's property crimes, whether they know it's patrol, and then they sometimes let them know what their issues are in their neighborhoods.
That's very cool.
Yes.
And before I forget to ask too, you guys have a new thing with prescription drugs. It's a
Yes.
prescription drug take back, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, and that's a national program conducted by the Drug Enforcement Administration. It's been in effect since 2010. Since 2010, there's been roughly 5 million pounds of prescription drugs taken off, and properly disposed of.
Right.
The biggest, this is a huge problem that we face in our community, where overdose rates, misuse and abuse come from your own medicine cabinet. So this prescription take back is going to be huge for the community, and help people, educate them on properly disposing of their medications. Oftentimes they just simply flush them down the toilet, and which can also ultimately be a hazard. So it's a great program.
Because the drugs can contaminate water supplies, and you're hearing about problems with fish and plant life and everything, especially here where things could get flushed into the river, that kind of stuff,
Yes.
right?
Environmental threat. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And then the other thing is, like, I got drugs, I don't remember what I must have had, that I got a bottle of something that's expired that's just in my cabinet, and I've never really known what to do with it. Like, I kind of wait for every now and then you hear about something where you can take it somewhere. And it's like that one thing of like painkiller from something, who knows how old it is, or, but what do I do with it?
Yes.
Where do I take it?
Well, the best thing to do is go to the DEA website, click and find a location that's closest to you by zip code. and that location will come up, and you can go and dispose of any medication you have there. If the public feels that they're not sure if it's a medication, take it. We'll sort through it.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes.
Very cool. Yeah, don't take it to see what happens.
Yes, yes.
And then you guys have a new South Valley area commander too, right?
Yes, Captain Ray Chavis is out there now, and very active commander.
Cool.
Looking forward to him working out there. He's very intelligent, very competent.
How long has he been on the force?
Approximately about 18 years.
Also, a lot of experience.
Yes.
That's very cool. Very
Yes.
cool. Is it guys like that are kind of leading into community policing and people who have that long-term
Absolutely.
experience?
He has a vast background in community policing. He understands that he's been basically worked in almost every area of law enforcement, so he's very knowledgeable.
That's very cool. So I love this community policing idea because when I was a kid, I remember I used to see just officers around. It seemed like they were just around more.
Yes.
They weren't just driving by with their sirens on, you
Yes,
know?
yes.
And is that kind of the idea, just to have people around at the coffee shops, having them around just walking downtown, that kind of stuff?
Absolutely. I was at a barber shop yesterday in the South Valley, and the barber asked me if we had more police officers now, because the perception is that he's seen a lot more, and that is the idea, to get out there, interact, interface, and really put a name to the face and humanize that person.
Right. So you know that, oh, that's my local officer,
Yes.
and I can go to him or her.
I feel comfortable, especially with some of the things that are going on, maybe some of the things nationally. It just helps us get along better with the citizens.
Right. If you know somebody, you're more likely to call them in when you need help.
Or share information.
Or
Absolutely.
share information.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, great. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a couple of seconds. This is fun. We have the folks from Andrew Fernside. Andrew Fernside is an old friend of mine and an artist, and Yvette Tovar. But we're going to find out what the New Mexico Water Collaborative does on the Morning Brew with Friends.